Transgender row at Science Museum over claims reworked exhibit is even more insidious. So there was this exhibit. I haven't been able to find any pictures of this.
Same.
It just looks like a sort of glass wall. It looks very modern. So it's not a sculpture or anything like that. So it's a sort of cabinet that previously featured a fake penis and chest binding equipment. It was taken down. So I think what's happened is they've taken away this sort of very gender ideological stuff, but they've put back phrases.
Yeah, I think it was the language as well of this kind of thing.
Right.
It was kind of intimating that anyone could change sex, choose to be a boy,
Yes.
choose to be a girl. And of course, the inclusion of chest bind is very controversial. A lot of young people are having them. There were certain gender ideological groups have been sending them to children without their parents' consent. These can cause major rib damaging and all kinds of damage. So it was definitely not being scientific. You know, the sort of denial of biological sex really doesn't have a place in a science museum.
Well, no, absolutely.
You know, that's what's going on here. But you're saying that the changes they've made don't really make much of a difference.
Well, no, not by the sound of it.
Yeah.
So now it's talking about gender. It says some people's gender doesn't match the sex they're born into. It adds that they may make changes to live their life in a way that better aligns to their identity. This is sometimes called transition, which is a very soft way of talking about some pretty major...
Well, it presupposes the existence of gender and the existence of gender identity, which is like presupposing the existence of a soul. Some people just aren't going to believe that. And this is the other thing, Nick. I mean, it talks about... The display talks about a person who feels relieved that they can live outside the gender binary. Now, I think that's fine because this is a public debate. This is something that's going on. It's not that we should pretend it isn't going on. These discussions aren't going on. But why couldn't this display also feature testimony from a detransitioner who has had their body mutilated and now completely regrets this entire discourse? Why not do that?
Would change the vibe a little bit, wouldn't it?
Well, it might be more equal.
Yeah, it would be more informative and accurate. But they've worked with the Museum of Transology. What's that?
Have you not been? It's brilliant.
I think we can
Amazing.
Get it.
I love it.
I'm going to check out the Michaela School, then I'm going to go to the Museum of Transology just to get the full spectrum.
Great podcast episode.
Yeah, actually, that would be an interesting one. OK.